to get
RG3, Robert Griffin III, his snow bunny, he already paying her. She said it wasn't enough. And then let's go to our beautiful sister Holly Berry. She bunny hop, right? And her ex-white spouse won custody of the son.
And
They
then getting
took
the money.
Holly Berry baby and gave it to the white ex-husband. And listen to this. Save some of that Christmas money. You mean to tell me we just got finished crying over Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, and then this past Thursday y'all gonna celebrate the extermination of the Native American people, and then the day after that you wanna take all your money to white folks? You're crazy. You are absolutely clinical. I need to clinically classify half you. We better start spending time with children, y'all. When's the last time you spent time with children that you wasn't paid for? I don't care if you do a reading program. I don't care if you do a little African-centered Girl Scouts program. I don't care if you do some kind of an etiquette class. Brothers and sisters, other than basketball, football, and music, find something else. Can we please teach them how to play chess? Can we please do some African martial arts? Can we please do some bow and arrow, some hiking, some fishing, some swimming? If it was up to me, I would outlaw basketball and football in Black America for the next 30 years. Look at you. Look at you. You would do what? Because who benefits from all these black men going into the NFL and the NBA? Who benefits? Who Charles Barkley married to? Who Joel Embiid married to? They bunny hoppers. We don't get none of that money. Not being real. You see Michael Strahan's ex-wife?
Oh my God.
He already paying her a lot of money. She said it wasn't enough.
She went to get more.
RG3, Robert Griffin III, his snow bunny, he already paying her. She said it wasn't enough. And then let's go to our beautiful sister Holly Berry. She bunny hop, right? And her ex-white spouse won custody of the son.
And
They
then
took
getting the money.
Holly Berry baby and gave it to the white ex-husband. And listen to this. She got to pay him child support, alimony,
Everything.
and anything she makes, I think it's $3 million. It's a certain amount. Don't quote me on the number. Anything she grosses above that amount, I think it's 3, he get an extra 15% of it. Have you ever heard of that?
Nah.
I'm gonna go a step further. Who's the white actor, the old white actor, Italian, I believe, married to the black woman? She divorced him a couple years. Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro's black wife
She ain't get nothing.
went to get half because you know all the bunnies get half. So she said, "Shit, I need to get mine." So she went to court to get half. You know what the judge
They
told
said
Robert
no.
De Niro's black wife?
No.
The judge said, "We will give you."
I think $1 million.
Is it $1 million a year?
I think so,
I
yeah.
think she only gets $1 million a year as long as she remains unmarried. Did y'all hear what I just said? If you don't believe me, go look
So
it up.
she ain't gonna find
The minute
nobody.
she
I
gets
remember
married,
that.
all divorce settlements will stop. What I'm telling you, because I ain't got nothing against nobody. White women, I love you.
He lying.
I ain't got nothing against nobody. We're the wine dance public library. But what I'm saying is, black people, we have to look at how we are being economically rich.
That's right. Yep.
Because of our lust to be without people outside of our community. All these unmarried black women. All these unmarried black women, and you can't find one. Listen, if you can't find one in Long Island, then go to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and get started. If the Brooklyn Queens ain't loving you, go to Patterson, New Jersey.
No.
And stop it. If the Jersey Queens ain't love you, come on down to North Philly. I'll help you get you a queen. You could go to Africa. I just came back from Australia. I just came back from London. We got queens in Paris, Nigeria, Ghana. You could go north, Toronto, Canada. The Canada sisters, they more laid back than the New York sisters. So you need a common queen. New York sisters gonna turn up on you. Go to Toronto. Go to Montreal. Right? But Don't go outside the race.
Mm.
It ain't against nobody. We just gotta rebuild self. We
Right.
can't rebuild us, y'all. Constantly trying to be accepted by the others. We don't hate nobody. We just want to prioritize ourselves for a change.
Right.
Haven't we been last long enough? Can we be first for once? Can I just look out for black people for once? So, as I prepare to wrap this up, couple quick points. Number one, I'm serious about what I said about Christmas gifts.
Oh God.
I don't want to see nothing under your tree if it ain't no books under it. That's another thing. If you're going to buy the video game, can you at least get some damn books? I can't remember the last time I seen books under a Christmas tree. I just spoke at the University at Albany, right? Great students up there. At the end, I gave away some of my books, right? They had to answer a Black History trivia class. And they don't mind me saying this because they're good folks and they want to study and read. But do you know, I don't think I had a single student who could answer a single Black History question I asked them.
Wow.
48 hours ago. 48 hours ago, I couldn't believe that you're about to graduate from a major university and you know almost nothing about who you are. Have your teenagers read Miseducation of the Negro yet?
No.
Have your teenagers read Claude Anderson, Black Ladies, White Wealth? Have your teenagers read a Dr. Ben book? Have they read an Ida Van Sertima book? Have they read a George G.M. James book? Have they read a Sheikh Anta Joke book? Have they read a Dr. Amos Wilson? Brothers and sisters, come on. Literacy. You remember once upon a time it was illegal for us to learn how to read. I think we still think it's illegal to learn how to read.
Right.
You think you need an IEP. My ancestor, Frederick Douglass, taught himself how to read under the threat of death. Look at all the ancestors in slavery, taught themselves how to read. No special ed, no public school, no teacher. And here we are in 2024, your child needs special ed to learn. No, the hell he don't. Stop majoring in helplessness. Stop majoring in hopelessness. Save some of that Christmas money. You mean to tell me we just got finished crying over Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, and then this past Thursday you're going to celebrate the extermination of the Native American people, and then the day after that you're going to take all your money to white folks? You're crazy. You are absolutely clinical. I need to clinically classify half you. Take out your phone. I'm going to give you my number so you can always reach Dr. Umar. For my brothers in the building, there's a Black Men's Warrior Conference going down in Brooklyn at the Restoration Plaza on Sunday, December the 15th. Latino Africans who identify as members of the African race, you're certainly welcome to attend as well. It's only for men. If you're interested, text me so I can text you the link. The good sister putting it on. I'll send you her information as well, but you want to get your tickets in case that ends up selling out as well. That's on December the 15th. Black women, I'm working on my For Sisters Only Relationships and Dating book. Once it's done, I'm going to do a For Sisters Only Love tour.
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to come through all the boroughs and I'm going to cut up. I'm going to cut up. See? I'm going to cut up. Let me give you the number 3 times. 215 989 9858. Again, 215 989 9858. Last 215 989 9858. I do not answer the phone. Send me a text message. Once I establish that you're not a CIA operative, intellectual, TV struggle streamer, democracy 5%er, then we can have a conversation. All right? Because I be getting harassed on my phone. They just all night long they be harassing me, everything you could think of. Black men or white women, they be leaving all kind of disrespectful messages. I'm tired of you. Y'all should see me at the airport, right? When I walk up to the airport, if it's a black man with a bunny, right? He'll see me coming up. He'll act like he's not with her. He'll walk over there. You know, man. You should see they don't know how to act at the airport. They're like, oh, no. I'm gonna fight him or something like, yo, listen, you, I'm just gonna support it, my brother. Look at him. Oh my gosh. One time there was a black man and white woman walking by, they had a little mixed race African boy. He looked at me and said, Dr. Umar, please get me. He wanted out. But I want to close with a quote. My ancestor, Frederick Douglass. 2 days ago, the morning that I spoke at the University of Albany, I decided to drive 2 hours north to North Elba because John Brown, the white man who led the Harper's Ferry raid to get weapons and arm the slaves so they could fight for their own freedom, he's buried there. But I didn't really go for him, although I respect him. He's one of the few I respect as a genuine freedom fighter because he was hanged December the 2nd.
Oh, wow.
What's that? 3 days ago, 165 years ago. But there's 2 black men buried there with him. The first one is a black man by the name of Dangerfield Newton. He was a runaway slave. His wife was about to be sold south with their children. She kept writing them letters that you need to come and buy us, raise the money and buy us, or else you'll never see me again because the master is about to sell me. So he joined John Brown out of desperation to try to get his wife and kids. Well, on the morning of October the 17th, 1859 at Harper's Ferry, somebody shot him from a second floor window. They used a rifle, but they had no bullets. So they put a 3-inch railroad spike in the chamber. And the railroad spike neck ear to ear. He died instantly. The white people from Harper's Ferry do what they do best. They came out with knives and they cut private parts and everything else. And they left his body out there for more than 24 hours like they did to Michael Brown down in St. Louis. And his body just lay there. He was ultimately thrown into a ditch with the other soldiers who was with John Brown. They buried him. And then in, 1890, somebody dug him up and took him to North Elba, New York, and buried him next to John Brown. But there's another black man by the name of Lewis Sheridan Leary. He was a free black man. He joined John Brown because he wanted to help free black people. None of his family was enslaved, but he cared enough about his race to give his life. He was buried there as well. And there's 3 others. There's Shields Green, a black man from Charleston who escaped, who lived with Frederick Douglass for a moment, and then he joined John Brown. Shields Green actually could have got away. And when they was trying to run away, they said, Shields, come on, we can get out of here. And Shields said, no, I'm going to stay with the old man. He went back into the firehouse and was captured with John Brown. And he was hanged a few weeks after John Brown. And then there was another black man named John Anthony Copeland. He was hanged next to Shields Green. Only one black man escaped. His name was Osborne Anderson. He would ultimately end up in Washington, D.C., die there, and that's where he's buried. I'm bringing that up because I don't have a problem with us giving respect to Caucasians and other people who helped us in our fight for freedom and liberation. But I have a big problem when we remember Caucasians and we don't remember the black people. 5 black men were there with John Brown. Call their names. Nothing bothers me more than to walk into a museum for black people and I see a picture of a white man in a black museum and none of the 5 blacks who died with him are there.
Wow.
Honor yourself first. If being black was a crime, God would have never made you so. The richest of soil is black. The universe is black. When you graduate, you put on a black robe. When you go to church, the pastor got on a black robe. If black is so negative, why is it the color of choice for celebrations and honorary degrees and certificates? Black is divinity, but you have to wake up and understand it. Do you know what the numerical code is for melanin, the molecule that gives us color? The numerical code for melanin is 666. They literally demonized you because they hated the natural God-given advantage that melanin gave you. This is not color, this is energy. And this energy gives you the ability to tap into God in a level no other people can do. They can explain it, but they can't practice it. We can go into the dark matter in the way nobody else can. We are the chosen people. We ain't better than nobody, but we're the first. And blessed be the firstborn. And we are the firstborn of the Most High. Being chosen ain't got nothing to do with the Bible, Quran, or Torah. Being chosen has to do with being the first people God put on this earth. Black women, stop imitating these other women. You're the only women on earth with the mitochondrial DNA. You have the Eve gene. The black woman is the only woman with the Eve gene. That's why they kidnapping y'all off the streets, because they're trying to isolate the Eve gene and give it to their women so they can live longer.
Right.
Wake up and be proud of who you are, because guess what? God ain't coming to help black people until black people learn to help themselves. You're getting no help until I'm gonna come to questions in a minute. So for my closing quote, which comes from Frederick Douglass,